What if I told you that, for seniors, some nuts can actually do more harm than good? It might sound surprising, but as we get older, our bodies change in ways that make certain foods, yes, even some nuts, less friendly to our health than we might think. Today, I want to talk to you about something that doesn't get discussed enough: the hidden dangers of certain nuts for people over 60. Now, don't get me wrong, nuts can be a wonderful part of a balanced diet. But there are a few types that doctors warn seniors should avoid at all costs. Why? Because they can trigger health issues that are especially risky as we age, from digestive troubles to heart concerns and even allergic reactions that seem to come out of nowhere. So, if you've ever wondered whether your favorite snack is really as safe as it seems, you're in the right place. In this video, we're going to shine a light on the nuts that could be sabotaging your health without you even realizing it. I'll share what makes these particular nuts risky, how they can affect your body, and what you can do instead to keep enjoying delicious, satisfying snacks without putting your well-being on the line. Let's start with one that might surprise you: macadamia nuts. They're buttery, rich, and often found in those fancy nut mixes. But did you know that macadamia nuts are extremely high in fat? Now, I'm not talking about the good kind of fat that helps your heart. I mean the kind that can quickly add up in calories and make it harder to manage your weight, especially if you're not as active as you used to be. For seniors, carrying extra weight can put more strain on your joints and increase your risk of heart disease. Plus, macadamia nuts are often roasted in oil and salted, which means you're getting a double whammy of unhealthy fats and sodium. Two things that can raise your blood pressure and make heart problems worse. Another nut that deserves a closer look is the beloved cashew. They're creamy, they're delicious, and they seem harmless, right? But cashews are actually quite high in oxalates, which are natural compounds that can contribute to kidney stones. If you've ever had a kidney stone, you know just how painful that can be. As we age, our kidneys don't always work as efficiently as they used to, so it's important to be mindful of foods that can make their job harder. Cashews are also often sold salted, which, again, can sneak extra sodium into your diet and raise your blood pressure without you even noticing. Now that we've talked about macadamia nuts and cashews, let's keep going and look at another nut that might be causing more harm than good, especially for seniors who are trying to stay healthy and active. Let's talk about Brazil nuts. They might look harmless, and you've probably heard they're a great source of selenium, which is true. But here's the catch. Brazil nuts are so high in selenium that eating just a few can push you way over the recommended daily amount. While selenium is important for your immune system and thyroid, too much of it can actually be toxic, especially for older adults. Symptoms of selenium toxicity can sneak up on you, causing things like stomach upset, hair loss, and even nerve problems. It's easy to think, oh, just one more won't hurt. But with Brazil nuts, moderation is absolutely key. For seniors whose bodies may process minerals differently, it's safer to enjoy these nuts only occasionally, if at all. Now, let's move on to peanuts. I know, peanuts are everywhere, at parties, in snack mixes, and even in our favorite peanut butter. But here's something you might not know. Peanuts aren't actually nuts at all. They're legumes, and while they can be a good source of protein, they're also one of the most common foods to cause allergic reactions, even in people who've never had allergies before. As we age, our immune systems can change, and it's not unusual for new sensitivities to develop. A sudden peanut allergy can be dangerous, leading to hives, swelling, or even trouble breathing. Plus, peanuts are often roasted in unhealthy oils and loaded with salt, which, as we've already talked about, isn't great for your heart or blood pressure. Another thing to consider with peanuts is the risk of aflatoxins. These are toxins produced by a type of mold that can grow on peanuts, especially if they're stored in warm, humid conditions. Aflatoxins have been linked to liver problems and even cancer. While most commercially sold peanuts are tested for safety, it's still something to keep in mind, especially if you like to buy in bulk or store nuts for a long time. So, what can you do if you love snacking on nuts, but want to make healthier choices? The good news is, You don't have to give up nuts entirely. It's all about being mindful of which ones you choose and how much you eat. Opt for unsalted, dry roasted varieties when possible, and pay attention to portion sizes. And if you're ever unsure about how a certain food might affect your health, don't hesitate to check in with your doctor or a nutritionist. They can help you figure out what's best for your unique needs. As we keep exploring the world of nuts and how they impact our health, there's one more type that often gets overlooked, but can be especially tricky for seniors. Let's take a closer look at pistachios. They're fun to crack open, and their bright green color makes them look so fresh and healthy. But for seniors, pistachios can be a bit of a double-edged sword. While they do offer some healthy fats and protein, they're also one of the saltiest nuts on the market, especially when you buy them roasted and salted. Too much salt can sneak up on you, raising your blood pressure and putting extra strain on your heart and kidneys. And if you're someone who likes to snack while watching TV or chatting with friends, it's all too easy to eat more than you realize. Before you know it, you've had a whole bowl, and that's a lot of sodium for your body to handle, especially as you get older. Another thing to keep in mind with pistachios is that they can be tough on your teeth. As we age, our teeth and gums can become more sensitive, and cracking open those shells or biting into a hard nut can sometimes lead to chips or discomfort. Dental health is so important, and the last thing anyone wants is a broken tooth from a snack that was supposed to be healthy. Now, let's talk about walnuts. They're often praised for their omega-3 fatty acids, which are great for brain health, but walnuts can also be a little tricky for seniors. They're high in calories, and if you're watching your weight or trying to manage your cholesterol, it's easy to go overboard. Plus, walnuts can go rancid quickly if they're not stored properly, and eating spoiled nuts can upset your stomach or even make you sick. Always check for a bitter taste or a strange smell before eating walnuts, and try to buy them in small amounts so they stay fresh. It's also worth mentioning that some people find walnuts hard to digest, especially if they have a sensitive stomach or digestive issues. If you notice bloating or discomfort after eating walnuts, it might be a sign to cut back or try a different snack. Remember, everyone's body is different, and what works for one person might not work for another. Making small changes to your snacking habits can have a big impact on your overall health and how you feel day to day. Choosing the right nuts, watching your portions, and being mindful of how your body reacts can help you enjoy your favorite snacks without worry. And if you ever feel unsure, it's always a good idea to talk with your healthcare provider about what's best for you. As we wrap up our conversation about nuts that seniors should avoid, let's take a moment to reflect on the simple steps you can take to protect your health and enjoy your golden years to the fullest. It's amazing how just a few small tweaks to your daily habits can make such a difference in how you feel, especially when it comes to something as simple as the snacks you choose. By being a little more selective about which nuts you reach for, you're already taking a big step toward protecting your heart, your kidneys, and your overall well-being. Remember, it's not about giving up all the foods you love, it's about making choices that help you feel your best every single day. If you're ever in doubt about whether a certain nut is right for you, don't hesitate to ask your doctor or a nutritionist. They can help you figure out what fits best with your health needs and lifestyle. And if you're looking for alternatives, there are plenty of other snacks that are just as satisfying and much gentler on your body. Fresh fruit, unsalted seeds, or even a small piece of dark chocolate can be wonderful options when you want something tasty without the risks that come with certain nuts. It's also important to listen to your body. If you notice that you feel bloated, tired, or just not quite right after eating a particular snack, pay attention to that signal. Our bodies are always trying to tell us what they need, and as we get older, those signals can become even more important. Don't ignore them. Use them as a guide to help you make choices that support your health and happiness. Let's not forget the social side of snacking either. Sharing a bowl of nuts with friends or family can be a lovely way to connect, but it's okay to be the one who brings a healthier option to the table. You might even inspire someone else to make a positive change. And if you ever feel like you're missing out by skipping certain nuts, remember that your health and comfort are worth so much more than a momentary treat. To sum it all up, Being mindful about the types of nuts you eat and how they're prepared can help you avoid unnecessary health risks and keep you feeling vibrant and strong. You deserve to enjoy your snacks without worry, and with just a little awareness, you absolutely can. Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Let's create a community where we can support and encourage each other on our journey to better health. And if you found this video helpful, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel for more helpful content on healthy aging and living your best life. Your support means the world to me. Thank you so much for watching, and remember, age is just a number. With the right mindset and the right habits, we can all live long, healthy, and fulfilling lives. Here's to living your best life at any age.